In this session, we are going to discuss about ECG, that is electrocardiogram. ECG, or it is also known as EKG. Now, ECG or electrocardiogram or electrocardiogram. So, ECG, it is electrocardiogram, or it is also called as electrocardiograph. Now, first of all, we are going to discuss about the difference between electrocardiogram and electrocardiograph. The electrocardiogram, it is a graphical representation of electrical activities taking place in the wall of the heart. So, all of you are familiar that in the heart of human beings, SA node, when it stimulates, it generates the impulse, and that impulse is passed all around the wall of the heart in the form of current, and that electrical activities taking place in the wall of the heart are recorded and are represented in the form of a graph, and that graph is called as electrocardiogram. So, electrocardiogram is a graphical representation of electrical activities in the wall of the heart. Now, most of you have seen a strip of the paper like this. So, it is like this, a strip of the paper, and on this strip of the paper there is a graphical representation like this. Now, this strip of the paper, this paper on which there is a graphical representation of electrical activities in the wall of the heart is there. This paper is called as electrocardiogram. Now, what is electrocardiograph? Electrocardiograph is a machine used for recording the activities. Now, many a times we get confused. Now, how? Electrocardiograph. So, here it is written graph. So, this must be this paper. But this is not the case. The paper on which there is a representation of activities is there. This strip of the paper, it is electrocardiogram, and the machine used for recording this electrical activities, it is called as electrocardiograph. So, this is the difference between electrocardiogram and electrocardiograph. Now, this machine, electrocardiograph, it was discovered by Einthoven. So, this scientist, first of all, discovered an instrument, discovered a machine for recording the electrical activities, and the name of the scientist is Einthoven. Now, with the help of this machine, the first ECG, it was recorded. First ECG was recorded by another scientist whose name was Waller. So, this scientist Waller, first of all, recorded a first ECG by a machine discovered by Einthoven. Now, with the help of this machine, the electrical activities are recorded. Electrical activities of the heart are recorded, and for this purpose, in this machine, various electrodes are used. Two different types of the electrodes generally are used. These electrodes are called as limb electrodes and chest electrodes. So, these two types of the electrodes, they are used for recording the electrical activities through electrocardiograph. Now, limb electrodes are 4 and placed on arms, that is upper arm, or it is placed on the hand and legs. 2 on the hand, 2 on the legs. So, these are limb electrodes. Chest electrodes are 6, And all these 6 electrodes, they are placed on the chest. So they are chest electrodes. And with the help of these 2 types of the electrodes, through this machine, the electrical activities of the heart are recorded in the form of a graph. And when we are going to observe the electrocardiogram of a normal person, then we are going to observe a number of different types of the waves. And these waves denotes different movements of human heart. So here now we are going to draw an electrocardiogram, that is this graph of a normal healthy person. So for this purpose, first of all we are going to draw this baseline. Now there are a number of different types of the waves. So here we will start. So it is like this. So there are a number of different types of the waves are there, and these waves are given different names. So like this, this is P, Q, R, S, T, and each wave defines different activities, different movements in the human heart. The first wave, P wave. So this is the slight upward movement from the baseline. This wave, it denotes. Now, all of we are familiar that SA node, it is called as the pacemaker of human heart. It is situated at the right side in the right wall of right auricle. This SA node, it is a pacemaker. That means it is responsible for generating a stimulus. And this P wave, it denotes or it defines the generation of stimulus by SA node. So what this P wave tells us, that there is a generation of impulse is there by SA node. That is denoted by this P wave. Now this PQ interval means, so this is P. Now this distance. This PQ interval. Now this PQ interval defines, PQ interval denotes about auricular depolarization. That means the auricles are going to contract. What happens? SA node, it generates the stimulus. That stimulus is passed over the walls of the left auricle, and as a result both the auricles are going to contract. And this contraction of auricles, it is completed in 0.1 second, and that is defined by this PQ interval. So this PQ interval defines contraction of auricles or depolarization of auricles. In other words, we are going to say that it is auricular systole. That is depolarization or contraction of auricles. Now next, this QRS complex. What it tells? QRS complex. Now this QRS complex, it consists of this QR interval. Now what this QR interval tells us? Now this QR intervals, it denotes that the wave of contraction which is originated in the wall of the right auricle due to the stimulation of SA node, that wave of contraction is reached up to AV node, and then this AV node picks up that wave of contraction and passes that wave of contraction into the walls of ventricles. So this first interval, QR interval, it denotes that stimulation of AV node, and due to the stimulation of AV node, the wave of contraction, it is going to pass into the wall of ventricles. So this QR complex, it denotes stimulation of AV node. Now, this RS and ST intervals, RS and ST intervals. This RS and ST intervals denotes about contraction of ventricles. Ventricles are going to contract. That is ventricular systole. One more time I will repeat. So this P wave, it denotes stimulation of SA node, and due to this there is generation of wave of contraction, generation of stimulus. Then this generated stimulus, it is passed over the walls of left auricle. As a result, both the auricles are going to contract. It is denoted by this PQ interval, which is going to happen in 0.1 second. Now, this wave of contraction, it is picked up by AV node. AV node stimulates QR interval. Now, this RS interval and ST interval. Here. RS and ST intervals. What it denotes? It denotes about contraction of ventricles, that is ventricular systole. That means ventricles are going to contract, and this is going to happen in 0.3 seconds. Now, what this T wave tells us? Now, this T wave, it denotes about relaxation of ventricles. Ventricles are going to contract, that is ventricular diastole. So these are the different waves in the normal ECG of a normal human being, that is PQRST. Now, out of these waves, three waves, P, R and T waves. Here I am going to write P, R and T waves. These waves are above the baseline. So these waves are called as positive waves. And the waves Q and S, these waves are below the baseline. So these waves are called as negative waves. So this is all about the interpretation of a normal ECG in human beings. Now, what this ECG determines? Now, ECG in human beings determines abnormality in the conducting system. If any abnormality is there in the conducting system, that means generation of impulse, spreading of that impulse into the walls of auricles, walls of ventricles, and then contraction of the auricles, contraction of the ventricles, and relaxation of the ventricles. If any abnormality is there in this conducting system, that is detected by ECG. ECG also detects enlargement of the chambers. ECG also detects poor blood supply to the cardiac muscle. So all these are the different abnormalities in human heart which are detected by this ECG, that is electrocardiogram, which is done with the help of a machine called as electrocardiograph.